Good morning. And how are things going today? Okay. Once again, I need to start this off. My streaming is I'm going to try to get on streaming at least 2 or 3 days a week right now. Um, Real life stepping in, causing issues. Lots and lots and lots of doctor's appointments. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. So, at least doing morning streams will be, I'm going to try to get at least 2 or 3 in a week, but I can't make any promises. I may even have to start doing maybe a couple of streams do a stream or so on the weekends and stuff during the week, because, like I said, real life steps in. And it's being you know how sometimes the saying, I'm getting woke up with the 2x4 between the running lights. Well, that's kind of what's happening to me right now. I'm getting woke up with the 2x4 between the running lights. Just or life is hitting me with the 2x4 between the running lights. So, but anywho, that's enough about that. Uh, Politics. My God, these people just don't know when to give up on trying to take away guns. And I always find it funny. Well, not funny, ha ha, but funny. What the hell are you talking about? Type of funny. Uh, these people claim they have rights. Politician stands up there. A woman has the right to kill an unborn baby because it's her body. A woman has the right to do this. Blacks have the right to do that because of this, because of that. Rights that are not listed anywhere in the Constitution. You have the right to go to school wearing a dress with it and put makeup on your face and wear bows in your hair and use the women's bathroom even though you've got male organs between your legs. You've got the right as a man to go into a wrestling match with all women and beat the crap out of them. You've got the right as a man to, you pretend you're a woman and and have the government address you as a woman. You've got the right to yada 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 yada. But the one right, the one of 10 rights, or about actually 16 rights listed in the Bill of Rights, you don't have the right to. They want to take it away. And this isn't nothing new. Back in 2012, 2013, Operation Choke Point under Obama. And I'll just pull up the Wikipedia on it. I'll just pull up the Wikipedia on it here. Operation Choke Point was an initiative of the United States Department of Justice beginning in 2013, which investigated banks in the United States and businesses they did with firearm dealers, payday lenders, and other companies operating legally were said to be at high risk for fraud and money laundering. Firearm dealers, high risk of fraud and money laundering? No. Their problem with the firearm, what they're doing there was getting banks to close the bank accounts, cancel the credit cards, take away the ability of firearm dealers and ammo dealers to use to accept credit cards in payment. They actually were using their logic. They were actually enticing firearm dealers to commit fraud by forcing them to go to all cash sales because cash is fungible. I have caught people in the past, and we all know this has happened. I've caught clerks at work at the hotels that I've worked at charging the guests, let's say charging the guests $100 for the room. But as far as what went into the computer systems was only 90. Then the other $10 would go in their pocket. We've seen this. We've seen it in all kinds of retail stores. It happens. I mean, when you're in loss prevention, you're in store management, you're a store manager. Any place that deals with cash, that's one of the things when you go through training, they train you to look out for. And the different tricks people use to account for how much cash they're actually supposed to have in their drawer versus how much they actually do have in their drawer. It's not anything new. It's as old as having a cash register drawer. Okay. You want to know why quarters have ridges on them? Because at one time they didn't. And what unethical people would do, back when quarters were made out of pure silver, was take a knife and scrape around the edge. Scrape a little bit of that silver off around the edge of the quarter. And what that would end up doing, though, it wouldn't be much, just a little bit. But if you do that to 30, 40, 50 quarters, you can get a few ounces of silver and make a little extra bit of money. And meanwhile, that quarter weighed less and less, and it became worth less and less. But it was still being accepted as face value as a quarter. So that's why quarters have got, in the same way with dimes, have got the little ridges around them as a stopgap against people shaving them off. So Operation Choke Point, it did nothing but induce people, give people more of the opportunity to defraud the government. Charge $1,000, just you know, buying a nice gun. It's $1,000 gun. Charge the guy buying the gun $1,000 for it. But actually going to till is $900, and pocket that 100. or go in at 950 and pocket that extra $50. And of course, taxes to the governments, various governments would be reduced, sales taxes. So, yeah, that's just another way that but in their attempt to close down businesses, they're actually inducing businesses to defraud. But that's 2013, 11 years ago. What else have they done? What are they doing now? Well, let's see here. In 2014, they started working even harder on it. 2022, they worked even harder at it, going after the banks. And now they're using the ATF to go in. And this is just the federal government. State, where is that audio coming from? There it is. Okay. Oh, Fox News is doing a thing now on Chinese immigrants flooding the southern border. My God, they've been a flood of the southern border now for. Anyway, we had the Hawaiian ruling last week that I talked about. And I've noticed some other people are starting to talk about that ruling. It's things that I said last week about that ruling is starting to come out again. Other people are saying the same things, raising the same fears. And I waited 48 hours because I wanted to read that 53-page ruling. And I waited 48 hours before I said anything because I wanted to try to understand it. And I fully admit, I am not any kind of constitutional scholar, but I know a slippery slope when I see one. And now other states, New Mexico, their Senate just passed another bill that completely flies in the face of Supreme Court rulings. But if they can get their Supreme Court to rule in favor of it, and Hawaii gets away with flipping its finger off to the Supreme Court, I'm trying to remember which politician, which president, which party. I want to say it was a Democrat, but I could be wrong because there's shit bags on both sides of the aisle. But somebody once said, yeah, the Supreme Court made this ruling, but let them try to enforce it. Let me do a quick Google check and see if I can find who, or Bing check here. I don't use Google. Let them try to enforce it. Actually, it was John it was Jackson supposedly said it. Uh, and let's see here. Okay. And Andrew Jackson Good in the 2008 documentary Andrew Jackson Good, Evil, and the Presidency, which aired on PBS, depicted Jackson as the United States' first imperial president. One of Jackson's most infamous presidential actions was the enforcement of the Native American removal, which resulted in Trail of Tears. Da 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 da. The Trail of Tears occurred despite the Supreme Court ruling in Worcester v. Georgia that favored the rights of Native Americans. In response to the ruling, Jackson allegedly said, John Marshall made his decision, now let him enforce it. Although this statement, which has been repeatedly attributed to Jackson, is tightly apocryphal, neither Jackson nor the state of Georgia enforced the ruling. Whether Jackson uttered the famous phrase or not, both Jackson's contemporary critics and modern historians, such as have studied his presidency, have depicted him as a powerful executive who pushed constitutional boundaries of presidential power. So again, let's take a look at that. The more if we and this isn't going to be like I said then, it's not going to be just a one-way street. This isn't going to be a one-way thing. It's not going to happen just one way. There are going to be other people, other states going to take a look at Supreme Court rulings and tell them to kiss off. We don't like your ruling. It goes against our history. It goes against our spirit of our version of the spirit of aloha. It's going to go against our whatever. And what's going to turn around and happen? The downfall of the American government of the United States of America will hit yet another steeper path on the downward slide into the ash bin of history. I know I'm only 20 minutes into this stream and I'm already sounding like a doom and gloomer. But after reading an article like I read this morning of a woman who accidentally put her baby in an oven and cooked it, 1 month old baby. She mistakenly put her baby in the oven. She thought she was putting it in the bassinet. Hey, morning, Ramen. I sent you a link if you want it. Exactly, Robin. Ramen. How in the hell do you think an oven is a crib? I could almost see. You'd have to work hard to convince me somebody leaving a baby in a sink that you're giving it a bath in. I could almost see that. But how high? What kind of drugs are you on that you think an oven is a crib? Exactly, Ramen. You have to open that oven door. You have to pull the rack out. You have to put the baby down on the rack. You have to slide the rack shut. You have to close that oven door. And you didn't feel the heat come off of that oven when you opened it? Yeah, I'm calling BS too, Ramen. I'm calling BS. She's in jail. She's been charged with first degree uh, murder, I think. But yeah, but how, I don't understand how you get away with it. I don't understand how we have states where it says it's legal to steal 949 dollars and 99 cents worth of stuff, and the police won't do anything about it, and the shopkeepers can't stop them. I mean, just this week I've seen videos of people, of women stealing high-end purses, and some guy in an Apple store wearing a pair of sweatpants, stealing iPhones, stealing phones, and shoving them down in his pants. He's got so many phones shoved into his sweatpants that he can hardly walk. Now we all know those phones are going to get bricked. If anybody who doesn't know that them phones are sitting out on the display where you can get to them aren't set up to be bricked, then you're foolish as hell. Yeah, you're right. Uh, I a no a knows a guy that does fingernails and toenails. No, a woman who did them. Now I don't understand why you don't take payment up front. You got somebody coming in and you don't take payment up front on painting somebody's fingernails or toenails. I don't understand why you don't take payment up front on that. I really don't. Get a credit card that can be swiped, chart, be processed prior to them, something, anything. But somebody tried walking out of a nail salon. They, not one of the other workers barred the door with her body, and the cops arrested her for uh, illegally keeping the other woman inside the building, illegal detainment. Yeah, wrongful imprisonment. Good. Yeah, there you go. Illegal detainment. Yeah, that works. It doesn't matter. All means the same thing. Oh, plastic. Well, it's been a while since I've been in the Verizon store here, but the stores here. I mean, the last time I was in there, I don't know if they're working phones or not, but I mean, they actually turn on and off. The screens are actually backlit. You can let go through the different. look at the different features they offer. But it's probably been 8 months since the last time I've been in one of them places. Been in a Verizon. At least 8 months or better. Yeah, that. Uh, I'm following one case now, Ramen, where case of road rage. A guy cut off some motorcyclists that he thought was being stupid on the road. Maybe they were being stupid. I've seen motorcyclists do some pretty stupid stuff out there. Maybe they were being stupid. But this guy drove up the side, drove off the road, got in front of them, blocked them in at a red light, jumped out of his truck, and started running back towards them. Well, one of them pulled a gun and shot him. No, pulled a gun on him. That's Didn't shoot him, but pulled a gun, threatened to shoot him. Personally, if I pull my gun on you, I'm squeezing the trigger. You're not getting a second. I'm not going to give you a chance. If I got to pull my gun, I'm squeezing trigger. But anyway, they didn't arrest the guy in the truck for all that he did, but they arrested the biker for brandishing a firearm. If the guy in the truck was so upset and so angry, oh no, no, not that guy. In fact, that guy, that particular cop, he ended up being forced into retirement, I believe, because yeah, he was way wrong. Yeah, I know which cop you're talking about there. That story's a couple of years old, isn't it? At least the one I'm thinking of is at least a year old. But no, I mean, if you jump out of your car, truck, whatever, and you come running up to me at a red light, you're a threat. End of conversation. You are the threat. Oh, five. Oh, I'll have to look up this one on 5 day suspension one. Yeah, some of these off-duty cops, yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Well, if they've got you blocked in, Ramen, you can't exactly run that red light if they got you blocked in front of you. And you got people behind you. There was a you don't get I don't care how much the other driver pisses you off. Don't get out of your car and go running at them because now you're in the wrong. Just if they're that bad, get their license plate if you can, but call the police. Dial 911. Give a description of what's going on. Enough people call in, enough independent witnesses call in, or they get an unmarked car. there that observes it, then the guys will be taken off the road sooner or later. Oh, roadside pirates. Yeah. Yeah, roadside pirates. Yeah, it seems to be a bigger problem overseas and down in South America, Central and South America, I guess. At least the videos I've seen of the roadside pirates happen in more third world countries. But then there's parts of California and New York and such are rapidly turning into third world countries. And speaking of third world countries, where is this story? And this story is from today. Oops, I want this. And this story is from today. It's something that we've been talking about. Many of us on the right have been talking about. Have said in the past, and we're told that we're a bunch of racists and we didn't know what we were talking about and that we were wrong and it wasn't happening. Illegal immigration could have major impact on House seats. Illegal immigration distorts the mechanics of democratic government. Expert tells Fox News Digital. Now think of it, all right? Remember, House seats are proportion on population. And while there has been a hard push to make it population of legal citizens only, of U.S. citizens, not of illegals and visitors and everybody and anything else, but of U.S. citizens. Because only U.S. citizens have the right to vote. Only U.S. citizens should be counted in the census towards representation in Congress and towards which then, of course, leads to electoral college votes. That is all that, that only you and every time we've tried to do it, it gets slammed back in our face. Oh, come on. Well, I just need the headline because the headline's enough to tell. We can extrapolate this. But with all the illegals, especially since, and this is where something we've enjoyed the the whines and cries from the left about in these sanctuary cities like New York and Chicago. Oh, we can't handle all these illegals you're sending us. Well, what we're doing is we're sending them enough illegals that their population is growing, and it could grow to a large enough point that they get extra seats in Congress. This is one of the reasons why I've argued for years, and many other people have argued for years. The U.S. Census, while yes, U.S. Census should count every person, only U.S. citizens should be counted towards representation in the uh, for the federal government. Only U.S. citizens should be counted towards the census for representation. Plain and simple. House she now the Senate now the Senate doesn't matter. It's 2 senators per state. As much as Democrats want to change that so that California can have 4 or 5 senators. Oh, Dara is saying your device isn't connected. And that hurt my ears. I got I got to turn this volume down. Anyway, oh, you're talking about the modern day, well, slavery or indentured servants. Yeah, that you can come live with us, but now you need to do the housekeeping and the cooking for us. Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
All right.
Yeah, you might hear a little noise in the background. The mowers are running.
Uh, yeah, yeah, you got a little bit of an echo on your mic there, but that's
Do I really?
yeah, it's more of a tin can sound.
Really? That's weird.
At least to me, that's.
Is
But
that
then
better?
I'm trying to turn down my headset and I can't get it to turn down. So let me. No, that's not let me do that either. Okay, here we go. All right, now you're not quite blasting my ears apart.
Well, that's good.
So anyway, long time.
Yeah, I know. I was going to start worried about you because I didn't hear from you for a while.
Yeah, well, like I said, you know, things got said, and I needed to kick back and take a look at what was being said and uh, weigh whether or not there was anything to it.
Yeah.
Um, Anywho, but yeah, this whole deal with illegal immigration, a few million extra people into certain states will sure sway the House of Representatives, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So well, see, the thing of it is with all these illegals, right? Um, they don't even have to make them citizens or anything because just the fact that you have that many in certain states, because states like New York, California, and that they um, lost a lot of people, right?
Well, they lost citizens to
Other
tax-paying
states,
citizens to other states like Florida and
right?
Texas.
So if you bring in a bunch of illegals, so what happens is when they lose all these people, right? Then they lose seats in the House of Representatives, so on and so forth. And by bringing in all these illegals, then they don't lose those seats. They don't lose that representation. And as a matter
Right,
of fact, if they bring in enough of them, they gain more seats. And
exactly.
and I think and I personally believe that's exactly what it is because let's say all your citizens who would normally vote towards the um, Republican side of the House as opposed to the Democrat side of the House, less liberal, are up and go. and then you replace them with illegals that can't vote. So the only ones left are your liberal diehards and your
But see,
welfare
like,
people.
don't forget New York just most recently said the illegals can vote in their city elections now.
Yeah, and their city elections and state elections, which is fine.
No, it's
But
not fine. No, it's not
no,
fine because
no,
now you're the the they get they go and get their ballot and they're handed a ballot with um state legislators on it to the federal government. They're handed a ballot with the presidential nominee on it. Who's going to stop them from voting on it?
nobody. See, and that's the slippery slope. But yeah, you're right. It's not good. So yeah, this whole open border thing is just to keep the certain people in power. That's what it's all about. It's a power move. And the thing that cracks me up is this whole border security bill thing, right?
Oh,
And and the thing is the Republicans played right into their hands with that. So now they can sit back and say, well, we tried to pass this bill, but the Republicans stopped it, those evil Republicans. So, everything that's happening right now, everything that's happening with illegal immigration, everything that's happening in the Congress and all that is just for these people try to stay in control and retain their power. That's all it is. It's big power play, and everybody keeps falling for it. It's just disgusting.
yep, it is at that. And I'm the I got talking a little bit about some of this stuff to the wife here, and she's been one of these people that probably more like the more average American,
Yeah.
you know, uh, pays attention to the first 10 minutes of the news at night of the national news and the first 10-15 minutes of the local news, at least up until the time the weather is announced. And once they do the weather report, they shut off the television. And that's as far as they go. And that's pretty much the wife. And beyond that, it's got to be something really huge that has happened that it's too late to do anything about. It's like that, like I said, with the Hawaiian Supreme Court ruling last or 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. That is one, to me, that, I'm talking about what a huge slippery slope it was. Yesterday, I finally heard somebody else talking about it.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, and they were more making fun of the fact that they were using a line out of a TV show as part of their ruling. You know, that's what they're making fun of. They weren't looking at the long-term consequences of Hawaii, of a state Supreme Court getting away with making that kind of a ruling, and the federal government not being able to do anything about it. So, I mean, Hawaii's not, do we lose Hawaii and Alaska as states because they're not part of the continental states, country? Because, is Hawaii so far away from the rest of the country that we'll just do what we want to do and there's nothing anybody can do about it? People
Well,
just let everything slide because, it's just one state and they're not, it's not like it's, Alabama or New York or Florida doing it. It's
Well,
one of them.
so here's the thing with the whole Hawaii thing, right? They said that their constitution supersedes the U.S. Constitution,
Exactly.
and gun ownership is not in the spirit of aloha and all that kind of stuff. Blah blah blah. Right?
And
Do you
what
think they
was
have
then
gotten
is then.
right? So do you think they've gotten away with that? That is the question.
So far,
So far, do you think that maybe there's something more going on that we're not aware of? Because personally, between me and the fence post, I don't think they're going to get away from it because what they're doing is definitely unconstitutional. And I think there are people fighting that because it is definitely unconstitutional. And if nobody does fight it, let's say they do get away with it, right? And that stands,
yes.
then don't you think that that would be one of the other states would succeed because of that? They would go, well, I'm succeeding from the union, so the government can't let that stand. I'm just saying.
I would like to say the government won't let that stand, but I have not heard of anybody taking any steps to go the other direction.
Yeah,
But
well,
by the way,
just
hey
because we have
TC, hey Fury.
just because we haven't heard about it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And with some of these things, things go extremely slow. And I know for a fact that even if somebody files suit or whatever in federal court, the news media is never going to, they're never going
They're
to
not going to come down on the side
report on it.
of they're not going to
Well, I
come
don't,
down on the side of anybody who goes against that ruling. That's for certain.
right. And the other thing is I don't think the news media would ever report on it. I think they like I think they like people thinking that they're going to get away with it. I really do.
Now, imagine that had been a ruling. Okay, since the media loves to pick on Florida, let's say that was Florida Supreme Court making a ruling on these Palestinian on protesting blocking the streets
Yeah.
and saying that protesting blocking the free travel of any other person is unconstitutional against our history and traditions. Therefore, we're going to rule it unconstitutional within the state of Florida, and that anybody thereby blocking the roads or the free travel of other citizens and they get hurt, that's on them. It's not illegal. So yeah, you get protesting in the roads, you get ran over. Oh well, too bad, so sad.
Most definitely. And believe me, if Florida passed something like that, they would be up in freaking arms over it.
The media would be screaming how unconstitutional that was
Yep.
from the rooftops.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the thing of it is, right, is there is definitely double standards for the media. Definitely practice double standards, and the justice system currently there is a two-tiered justice system out there, just like any good banana republic. Um, Anybody who says there's not is just lying.
It's definitely developed that way.
because if you read the special counsel report on Trump, right,
Oh my God!
and
And
then
compare.
read the one on Biden. So on the Trump one, they wrote it up and everything, and they, for the most part, it was like, did he really commit a crime? I think we could pursue this, that, or another thing. Then on Joe Biden's, it's like, oh, he definitely committed a crime. He did it willfully, but he's old, fragile, doesn't have good memory, so we really can't prosecute him. So they gave him the out, and then of course, that pissed him off, and they started saying, "Oh, he's not forgetful. He's perfectly fine." So if he's so perfectly fine, then he needs to be indicted for these crimes. You can't have it both ways. This is once again, the liberal loonies trying to have it both ways. They always do that shit.
Yep. It's and the the really I guess the thing that gets me the most about it is one of the things that gets me the most about this whole thing is that the it's now given the left because there is some talk on it on the left. All right, is it going to now be Kamala and Michelle, or are they going to bring in Kamala and Newsom? How's the best way to sort of edge Biden out before it gets too late and still garner the sympathy vote for the
So
for
when is
Kamala to get Kamala or whoever in the office who would be best positioned to get the sympathy vote.
okay? So here's the question for you: when is too late
Well, I mean, the laws
to
don't
get
matter.
Biden? To get Biden out, when's too late?
The laws don't matter. All right, we found that out when Torricelli went to jail,
Right. But
and
no, well, no, because your statement was before it's too late. So my question is, when it's too late? When do you perceive that as being too late? And
I don't see it. I don't see any time being too late.
yeah, so we know for a
You,
fact that, okay, so we know for a fact from previous experience that the the primaries are important, but we have had open conventions before where there was not a candidate selected before the convention. So we know the convention, based on previous experience, can be where they select the next candidate, right? So everything up to the convention really doesn't mean much.
well, even after the convention, it doesn't mean much.
Right. So, yeah, exactly. And that was the next point. So let's say Joe Biden runs, gets elected, right? So if they 25th him or he dies, whatever the case may be, right? Then that makes um, Kamala the president. Then who are they going to bring in is the vice president, and how long is Kamala going to last as president? So you see, the thing of it is they know they can't take out Joe Biden too early because nobody is going to vote for Kamala, and so they have to figure out a way to get rid of Biden and Kamala to bring in somebody new. And that's going to be extremely difficult, even at a convention, to do. So they've kind of painted themselves into a corner. They're like, well, what do we do now? Right. So I really don't know. I, so, the amount of maneuvering and all the different scenarios to me is just extremely, it's it's that old Irish curse, may you live in interesting times. We live in interesting times right
Irish, I thought that was Chinese.
now. No, it's Irish.
Oh, okay.
At least hey, it could be Chinese. It could be a lot of things, but I thought it was Irish, so I'm going to go with Irish. Yeah, too bad we don't have like somebody from Ireland in our chat to tell us.
All right. May you live in interesting times is an English expression that is claimed to be a translation of a traditional Chinese curse.
All right. Well,
But there's no proof of that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's still a curse no matter what. 'Cause who wants to
yeah.
live in those, you know, honestly, interesting times is not always a good time. It's rarely a good time. Oh,
So Fury Kitten to the rescue. It is Irish from the clan O'Fong. That was funny. All right, Fury Kitten, I give you
I,
that one. That was funny. Doesn't matter where it comes from.
no, it doesn't matter. It's anyway.
I thought it was funny, and as always, Fury Kitten has brought us some great entertainment with that one.
So, what has been new in your life since Thanksgiving?
All sorts of stuff.
Anything you wish to share with the classroom?
Do I wish to share with the class? Well, um, okay, so here's the meal deal. Here's the meal dealio. For me to stream like this during daytime is like next to impossible because of the amount of work and stuff that I'm doing right now, and other things going on in my life that is going to make it extremely impossible for me to do daytime streams. I just got lucky today. I do have some time here today. So what I was thinking about doing is because now Rumble no longer is going to charge you to do streaming, and they've set up a stream thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Rumble channel and I'm going to start doing some streams in the evening. I haven't decided what time yet. And what I'm going to stream about is what I want to set up, and it's just going to take me some time. So, but what I want to do is a stream where we talk about everything in life, and I do mean everything, every subject. So we'll have streams about everything, relationships, just streams. We'll have political stuff, current events, hobbies, interests, all that kind of stuff. And so it's just a matter of getting everything set up and doing it on a regular basis. I'm thinking probably once or twice a week. And
Okay.
I'm hoping to get at least 10, 15 people to listen to it.
Well,
Um,
post your channel over here so that we can flag it so that when you start doing over there, we get notifications on it.
yeah. So, I mean,
Uh,
I'm not really
I,
expecting much out of it.
I need to get back into trying to figure out how to dual stream with
Yeah, because that's important. But
and
so The thing of it
I've
is,
still got to figure that out.
I want to. Um, oh, I already have 10 followers. I have done nothing with this. Wow.
Did
Done
you
nothing
treat
with
your wife nice
ID.
for Valentine's Day yesterday?
Same way I treat her every day. We did nothing. As a matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, I'd forgotten it was I had forgotten it was even Valentine's Day. So
Well, for those who care, um, Fannie Willis is having her hearing as to whether or not she's going to remain prosecutor against Trump up there in Georgia. You know, whether her little tete-a-tete with her buddy, you know, the guy that she appointed as special prosecutor and somehow managed to get part of that 600 grand into benefiting her. That hearing is going on, so we should hear something about that today. That'll be interesting. Yeah, last night I did let's see, I made stuffed pork chops with garlic potatoes, garden salad, and fresh green beans. Uh,
nice.
fried. I pan fried them in the green beans in bacon fat. And then salt and pepper. So, Tyre, welcome back. I'm pretty certain I'm subbed to you over there on Rumbledar.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. And um, yeah, so like I said, I already got 10 followers, so I can um, make and that's also I like 10, 15 people. And then that way when I talk about hobbies, interests and stuff, I will find people that are interested in a hobby or something. And then we can just um, chat about hobbies.
And Sora Luna has stopped in for a moment to say hi.
Sora. Well, that's important.
Yeah,
It's like royalty.
you're right about that. So,
Yeah, it was the first time I ever heard
I'm sorry,
Ramen's
Ramen.
here.
I didn't get the beep saying that you jumped in. I'm sorry.
Nobody likes ramen. It's okay. Hi. Good
Oh,
morning.
Oh, we all
I
love you.
found a new brand of ramen that I've been trying here that I really like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Tell us
it's a
all
little bit
about it.
it's a little bit pricier. It's $2 $2.60 a package,
Mhm.
but it's a much wider noodle and it's pretty cotton
Mm.
picking good.
Yeah, we have
Momfuko,
What?
Momfuko, I think is what it is.
Oh, Fuko. All right, I'll look it up.
noodles that really want it.
But yeah, it seems to be a pretty good. Let's
Yeah, we have
see
a
here.
little ramen shop that I like to go to once in a while, get ramen. But see, not a lot of people are all that hap on traditional ramen, and I get it because it is kind of different.
All I'm
It
coming
is
up with
not for
is the
everybody.
restaurant.
What's that?
All I came up with was the restaurant, Mama Fuko. Huh.
I know I ordered it off of Amazon, so I'm trying to find it again here.
Yay.
Go to your previously purchased.
Yep.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta go to Amazon pickup tomorrow.
Those those ugly socks I bought the wife for for Christmas. I decided for Christmas I was going to get every woman that I was buying gifts for these novelty socks made to look like animals, sharks, chickens, uh, walruses,
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
dinosaurs,
Shit. Sorry.
and that they were they were quite. Everybody got the humor behind them.
Oh.
Here we go. Yes, MOMOFUKU ramen noodles.
Yeah, I got the spelling.
Okay, there's $2.91 per package.
Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm trying to post a picture in the fucking chat. Not an image link, just a picture, like I copied the picture.
Right.
It's been a long morning. Good morning. Go. Where's your pants?
Cheap chocolate day. Yeah, you're right. All the old chocolate is going to be on sale today.
Oh God! If I look at any more chocolate, I'll be sick.
I didn't buy the wife any chocolate.
Somebody bought me chocolate, and I can't stand it. I never thought I'd say I don't want to look at chocolate for a few days, but there I go.
So,
And I got the
I
kids
find
chocolate. I'm sorry.
no
Okay.
tier. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I cut you off. I was saying sorry.
No, I was just saying Tier Alexander is here as well.
I know. I said hello to him.
but yeah, these mom Fucos, I found I like them. Uh, they're it's a definitely a different. Add some ground beef or ground venison into them, and
Ooh.
uh, it makes for a decent meal. You have a good day, Sora. Try to stay out of trouble, or at least have as much fun getting out of it as you did getting into it.
Jesus.
I told that to a woman the other day, and she looked at me and she goes, "Don't tell me how to have fun."
I don't know. I hear that and it just reminds me of the opening of all these videos. Is there anything I can do to get out of this ticket, officer? No. Um,
Yeah, we know
Oh,
Kafke.
oh my God, we know Kefke.
Kefki.
Yeah,
Mhm.
what,
Yeah,
something going
she's a
on with
hoot.
Kefke? Their tire? 'Cause I haven't been over on. I took a 3 month break from the internet. Period. So I didn't go to Minions streams or anything for 3 months.
I think
I didn't do anybody's streams. I didn't listen to anybody's streams for 3 months.
I think we all need an internet break once in a while. We start to take that shit too seriously.
So,
Yeah.
well, some of this stuff. I mean, hell, just like that case about that baby this morning. It's like
Ah,
I don't want to know about that. Why is this popping up on my? Why do
because it's horror.
I you know, I don't want to know people are that evil in this world, and then yet to have other people making excuses for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So that just ah, I, that just bothers me to know that kind of stuff exists.
Mhm. Yeah,
You know.
I hear you.
Uh,
Yeah, that's never good.
uh, so what is this link Tire kicked us up to?
I better check it out.
I am here. Oh.
What? Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, I'm going to share this.
Oh god. My god.
That's
Okay, I
a
want
that's a
that.
that's a Kefke picture if I ever saw one.
Oh my god.
Definitely, that's a Kefke picture.
Wow.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, speaking of that kind of thing, did you see the 10-year-old and 5-year-old
What?
got pulled over driving down to the corner store for candy because
Sounds legit.
mom was busy outside working in the yard. They wanted candy, so the baby got in, the 7-year-old got in where mama kept her keys, got in the
Oh
car
my
and
god.
drove down to the corner store to get buy candy.
Oh my god.
They asked her how she knew how to drive the car, and she said, "Well, she's got one of those motorized Barbie-like
Oh my god. Those
cars."
little battery powered cars. Holy
Right.
shit.
So that's how she learned how to drive the big car.
Oh my god. That is crazy.
Oh, oh. Uh, he wants me to play. Okay, so this song's not going to get me copyright struck there, Tyre. If it's not going to get me copyright struck, I'll go ahead and play it. Not that I really care.
You should.
It won't be the first time, won't be the last time.
Yeah, but we like this channel.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Drive down highway to get me some snacks. If they ain't got cheesy poos, I ain't coming back. I stole all his car while he was asleep. Driving down the wrong side of on these streets. Oh, my name be Kefke. Yes, it is. Oh, my
Oh
name
my
be
god.
Kefke.
I'm mute.
And I'm about to show you the biz.
Okay, that's some cute shit. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it is.
lie. Oh my god, that's too much.
Oh, that was quite the palate cleanser.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, well, we can tell that the seasons are starting to change here in Florida just by the
Yeah, it's
drivers
starting
on
to
the
get
road.
spring. No,
No,
well,
just
it's
by
snowbird season. That's the reason for all the drivers on the road.
Ew.
we uh, I,
And the
I'm
thing to
set up.
remember about, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the thing to remember about snowbird season, right, is they're back and they're another year older.
I, I don't know about your guys' counties, but ours has got an alert system that when there's a major accident or anything major going on, it sends out a text message.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the major highway was shut down for 3 hours, the southbound traffic. Hey, was shut down for 3 hours yesterday because two out of staters got into a car accident. And well, the two cars took out a fourth and fifth car, third, fourth, and fifth.
Oh my God.
And while nobody died, this is why I can even sort of make fun of it. There were some minor injuries, they said, but no one died. Uh, the I just, just the fact that they shut down the major artery. Spanky,
Spanky's a
did you,
good boy. Don't you sing any.
no, did you hear him
I heard
just
something.
now? That was my dog. He just come in from outside, went got a drink of water, and come back, and started making those god awful noises.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, oh, Spanky's a real good boy. I okay. I think I told y'all our vet has had him. He's been losing weight,
Oh no.
so they told us fat. Hey, feed him a little bit more. Get him, have him gain some weight. I mean, he was he was down to 19 pounds. Okay, we're talking a Jack Russell Terrier here.
Oh,
We're not talking about a dog that's supposed to weigh in at 60 or 70 pounds.
right.
His they said healthy wise, he should weigh around 22 pounds, and he was down to 17. Okay, so what I did was I made some chicken broth. Well, rather than and when you do chicken broth and such from scratch, you always have all that leftover meat on the bones
Mm-hmm.
and such. So I scraped all the bones clean of all that boiled up meat and then pulled the carrots out and smushed up the carrots, made up some white rice, mixed all that together, and then I mixed that in with this dog food. Pour a little
That's really
water
good.
over it. Pour a little water over it, throw it in the microwave for 15 seconds, warm it up, then mix it in with his kibble.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas his half a cup of kibble would last him for 2 or 3 hours before,
Mm-mm.
now it's gone in 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's neat, yo. Doggy's a meat eater.
He absolutely destroys that stuff now. I mean,
Oh,
he used to go a full day without eating,
if you don't like the food, yeah.
but now, man, well, he's on medicated food, so we've got no real choice
Uh,
in that. It's not like we can just change brands. I
I
wish we could because this medicated food is $80 for a 25-pound bag.
damn.
Yeah, I know. And he gets a cup twice a day.
That is awful.
So it's not cheap,
Jesus.
but and my sister sent down a special blanket for him.
Oh my God, this is
It
so
got
cute.
it's a cute blanket, and he absolutely loves it. Like he just crawled up on the couch and crawled underneath his blanket.
Blanket.
But the seasons, like I said, though, the seasons are changing down here. We're
Yep.
getting people driving 35 mile an hour and 45-mile zones in the left-hand lanes.
Mm,
Uh,
that's the go faster lane.
I've got as Wix says that's the I've got ticket money.
Mhm,
Elaine.
mhm. I heard that the other day. I was like, yeah, that's about right. Damn.
uh Tyre, that was a great song. I like that though. That
Mhm.
had me laughing. Did you play that for Kefke yet? Has Kefke heard that?
That used to be her intro song.
It does.
Yes, it does.
See
So
now,
what's new in your life there, young lady?
I'm broke as hell. No, it's not that bad. We got through another Christmas. We got through another New Year's. New year. Got a new job, so I'll be caught up eventually. Fuck yeah. Um, my ex-husband's creeping me out because he's actually being really fucking nice, and it's scaring me. Um, yeah, that's the most important parts. Yeah.
Hey, Deck Dog, welcome, welcome.
Hey, duck dog.
Hey, Donnie.
Is pulling two what from the Navy?
Okay, that wasn't just me. Okay, I thought it was
Is
something
that supposed to be
different.
two peers?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
PWRS. Am I reading that right?
Okay.
Yeah, I got lucky one day last
Okay.
week.
So what he's saying is, Dog is saying, so I have to wait for a train that's 4 cars long, but
It's carrying to
two,
something
but it's carrying two
cars. I don't know.
something from the Navy.
Yeah, we all
So
got.
yeah, I don't know if he means. I don't know what PWRSs are, but
Pressurized water reactors. Oh, it's a fucking
Oh.
initials. Okay.
oh, okay, got it.
So what are
Yeah.
pressurized water reactors? I am going to look those up. Here we go.
Anytime, Tier.
It is a type of light water nuclear reactor.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah, it
guess
probably belongs
that's
to one of the many um, nuclear powered vessels.
Nuclear.
Nuclear.
them. Well, just everybody do us a favor. Don't hit it. Don't hit that train. I know it's not dangerous per se, but if the Navy needs them, don't mess with them.
And it is.
And I would like to note, Ramen, I take it
Yes,
that
sir.
this is a goal of yours, that
Hmm.
you want to be kindler and gentler.
I say it
That's a
every year, but
goal,
this year,
not an achievement.
why can't it be an achievement? I've been good. I've been good all year. Damn, nobody ever gives me any credit. I'm trying here. Every year, no, seriously, every year it's my New Year's resolution, but damn it, this year I mean it. I'm committing to it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get through a fucking phone call or a stream or a meeting without calling someone a dumbass. I mean it this time, even if they're really a dumbass.
You may what you're saying is you may think it, you're just not going to verbalize it.
That's what? I'll take that. But I'm gonna make it this time. It's It's only February shit. I can do it. I can do it. This time it'll be different.
Now my goal is to make it through this year alive.
Oh my god. You know what? For real though, I saw you died. I'm not even kidding. I went
Yeah.
and held a memorial service in my head. I went through the 5 stages of grief. I went through all that shit. Then I found out you were alive and I saw you on Twitter and I was happy. I did the initial, oh my God, he's okay. And then I was cussing you out in my head.
Yeah, because on several streams, myself and other people were like, have you heard from
No, but I'm sure he's
Shrew?
okay. I lied. I'm
We're kind of
sure you
worried
were
about it.
gone.
Several of us were talking in other people's chats about
Hmm.
how we were concerned because we
And
hadn't
I'm not
heard
a
from you.
gossipy person. I wasn't the one to bring it up. All I said
Nope,
was,
you weren't.
But
I'm sure he's fine. He'll get in touch with us when
Because
he's ready.
I even sent messages and everything. So
let's see, I didn't even, like I said, guys, I didn't even open YouTube. I didn't open Rumble. I didn't open. Uh, I think I listened to something like 90 books
Damn, yo.
in that 3 months.
It's a lot of books.
I did complete book series. For I did the entire Sword of Truth series, which is like 300 hours of listening.
Damn.
So it anytime I wanted to get on the internet for anything besides paying bills, I started my audiobooks. Because well, like I said, some people said some shit, and it was like, okay, I need to take a break.
Yeah, you need to consider. I fucked up. Okay, never mind. You need to
So,
consider the sources for that shit, though. Really, just
well, we'll talk about it afterwards,
yeah, because
but
I have questions now.
we'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah,
Um,
because I've had people come to me telling you, well, I don't want to be the one to say it, but I need to let you know, and it turns out to be complete fucking bullshit. You know, or you know how the people like misinterpret things deliberately. It's fucking junior high school shit, man.
let's see here. Well, okay, that's I what the hell happened to the I had several audio files held back for today that I wanted to play, and I can't find any of them.
he's an audiophile, everybody.
Ooh. He listens to Kindle. He's so cool. He's above us.
No,
We have.
these were from Senate hearings and a court case,
Uh-oh.
and they've come up missing. I had them pulled back,
Been hacked. No.
but anyway,
Yeah. So Duck
what
Dog
is
was.
what is a dobro?
Dobro.
Well, obviously, you don't listen to much country and Western music. Because if you
That's
Not
did,
all
you
I
know what
listen to.
dobro is.
well,
Dobro is um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like
what?
It's a guitar with a metal plate in it, sounding board.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
don't
it's
know
played on the lap.
instruments.
So
Damn. I just don't know instruments.
it has a very interesting sound. Yeah, because a lot of people used them back in the day.
Okay.
They're not cheap. Cheapest
No.
one I see is like 250 or no, $300 is the cheapest one I see.
Yeah.
And they go up to 7, 8. There's one for 1,500. So yeah, but I always thought that was just. I didn't realize that was anything. I just thought that was a different sounding board they put into it.
Huh.
You-
But okay, what does a dobro? Well, does a dobro sound different?
Yeah, it does. Trying to remember, there was one country music artist that played the dobro, and she did an extremely good job of it too. You see, this is where my recall is getting weak. So I'm trying. I think it was Alison Krauss, but
That I finally found somebody playing the Irish pipes
Oh,
on YouTube.
oh,
And I
nice.
was going,
yeah,
thank God I can finally listen, because Scottish pipes are everywhere.
Right.
And Allie Piper and playing with Misa with her electric violin. That's two young ladies you need to listen to.
who's that
But it's
again?
like Allie Piper,
Never heard
Yeah,
of
I
it.
do listen to her.
Alloy. And then, she plays a lot with Misa, Misano, rather, and she plays the electric violin.
Yeah,
Electric, and they really played well together. But it's like, okay, somebody playing the Irish pipes. The guy
yeah.
absolutely sucked. The
Oh
guy
no.
So
was absolutely horrible.
my my three um, pipe players that I listen to on a regular basis are the Snake Charmer,
Yeah.
Allie. I love the Snake Charmer.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Yeah, Snake Charmer's great.
Allie, and then the other one is the girl with the big ass dragon Scottish pipe. She's just
Oh
freaking
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And but
I like
those three are like my regulars, my go tos.
I like Ginger Tail. I've been listening to her a lot lately.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there's the twin sisters that uh, play the pipes. The twin sisters.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good too. All right, here's the dobro. What it sounds like. And as soon as I heard it there for a second, then I was like, okay, now I understand. You can hear the metal resonator throwing in that
yeah.
different tone.
Yes.
Now, are dobros all played this way with the like a laptop is played?
You mean played on the lap?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this guy's playing on the lap. Are they all played this way, or can they be played
pretty
like
much.
a
That's
normal
it.
guitar?
I've never seen anybody play it like a normal guitar.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it can't be. I just have never seen it.
This is the first time I've ever paid attention to it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I knew they existed. I didn't know what they were called,
Yeah,
but
and that's different than a steel guitar, by the way, too,
right,
which is also played on the lap.
right. That's what I was thinking of earlier with steel guitar. But anyway,
Well, when it comes
yeah.
to, we were talking about bagpipes and stuff and
Hmm.
other things. Um, for me, I'm just glad to see the resurgence in, Scottish, Irish folks with the traditional instruments and learning the Gaelic language and all that. I'm glad to see that resurgence.
Yeah, me too.
Um, and I'm glad in the United States to see the resurgence of people playing the dobro and steel guitar and traditional, more traditional things as well.
Now,
It makes me happy.
now, Allie and is going to be in Jacksonville here, not sometime in the near future, uh, with a concert. So if anybody's in the Jacksonville area wants to buy tickets to see her,
Oh,
now, if she'd come to the other side of the state, I might get a chance to go see her. But then I don't know. She takes the bagpipes into a lot of metal music,
Yeah, isn't that cool?
and I don't know if I could listen to 2 hours of that.
Well, Jacksonville is only a couple hour drive for me, so
But
but I really don't want to go to Jacksonville.
yeah, I haven't lost anything in Jacksonville.
Well, I just am not a fan of going to the big city for anything.
same.
I'm
My,
just kind of, and it's not that I'm afraid or anything like that. Is
Just
yeah,
don't like
I no,
people.
no, it's not that. It's just when you get big crowds, and people can be squirrely, and it's just kind of like
Uh
why bother? Just
huh.
no.
If you can't have the concert under my window, fuck off.
my wife made a comment, since I don't have to go downtown during the day anymore, except once a week for uh, my weekly doctor's appointment, and so that's the day I plan every Tuesday. That's the day I plan to do anything and everything I need to do downtown that I possibly can do, and nothing else. I don't go downtown for any other reason unless I absolutely have to on any other day. And
Yeah.
she's saying, you're becoming more and more antisocial because you don't even want to go downtown on weekends anymore.
You've seen downtown. You don't need to see it again.
I said, I don't need to go down there and get jostled around by all these people.
There
But
you go.
I have already bought my tickets for Dune 2,
Oh,
March 2nd.
Why are we calling it Dune 2?
it's just
When,
Dune.
when in reality it's the second half of Dune.
No,
Mm,
no, because it's actually a trilogy.
No, it's the
but this
second
is still
half
part of the
of
first
the first
book.
book.
It's the
It's the
second.
second half of the first book.
The guy has made the first book into a trilogy movies.
Right. So why
There's
are
going
we
to be
Yeah.
calling
three.
it Dune
There's going to
2?
be three parts to the movie. He's taken the book and cut it up into three parts, and each part is a separate movie.
Well, that makes sense and all, and I'm not arguing that point. I'm just
So
saying
that's
why are
why
we
we're
calling
calling
it
it
Dune
Dune,
2?
because you had Dune Part One, Dune Part Two, now and then Dune Part Three. He's already working on. They're already
I
filming it.
don't mind saying Dune Part 2, but calling it Dune 2 doesn't make any sense because, it's just my
Okay.
way of thinking. You
Okay.
can
I see what you're
you can
saying.
call it whatever you want. I'm just saying it's actually part two of of the first movie. It's
Of the first
not
book.
really, yeah. So it's well
So
the
maybe
first
they'll
movie was
call.
the first part of the book. So it's really not a Dune 2 because Dune 2 gives the impression that they moved on to something different. So I'm just saying, it just the way we label things is kind of weird. And
Okay,
it
I see
just,
what you're saying. And
Okay,
that's all. I'm just saying.
what they'll probably do is when they're ready for the next book, they'll call it Dune Messiah Part One or whatever. You know, it'll make
Yeah.
sense.
So yeah, the whole thing just kind of, I don't know.
and
I just think the way we say that with movies is kind of weird. And
all right, now
um,
okay, you want to talk
that's
about
just me.
weird? We've all
Sure.
read or watched the movie Logan's Run.
Okay.
Yes, fantastic movie. One of my favorites.
Okay, and the book is very good also.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I just found out there were two follow-up books to that.
Oh wow.
I just found out there were two follow-up books. Because see, in the movie, it ended with you thinking that everything was on Earth. You know that the sanctuary
Oh.
was in Washington D.C.
Right.
Okay, sanctuary was actually a Mars station
Mm.
in the book. So
Okay.
now I'm kind of like,
Now I gotta go read
oh,
that.
and I sort of forgot about because I hadn't read the book in 20 years.
Yeah.
So when I read the book again this past week, it was like, okay, cool, cool. And then I got I got fiddling around looking up something else, and all of a sudden these other two book covers pop up, and it's got the Logan uh, cover on them, but different titles. And I'm looking at them, and oh crap, the continuation of two more books in this series.
Huh.
Do I want to buy them and invest the time into them or not? I mean,
Decisions.
I mean,
Decisions.
they're what 40-year-old, 40 at least 40-year-old books.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
Sometimes the older ones are better.
Yeah,
but still, the overarching message of the book is still pertinent today. And in a lot of ways, it's even more pertinent than it was 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
that's
Life
true.
imitating art.
And two things that movie had going for it. First of
Michael
all,
Jordan.
Well,
excellent actors, excellent storyline, and Jenny Allgutter.
that's what I was going to say. That was going to be my
Oh my
point.
god.
That was going to be my point. Jenny Agutter.
Yeah.
And Jenny Allgutter still looked good in American Werewolf in London.
Yes, she did.
It was only a few years later, yeah.
It really wasn't that many years, you think about it. But yeah, it wasn't that many years. So
Right?
You sure? You sure it wasn't about a 20-year difference?
Well, it was during the
uh,
70s, right? Logan's Run?
I thought Logan's Run the movie come out in the 60s.
Okay, I
no, it
would
was 78 or so.
Okay, so that was less than 10-year difference.
Yeah, see, 1976 film.
Oh, for Logan's Run?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then
American Werewolf was in late 70s.
American Werewolf in London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1981.
See?
1981. So not that many years apart. No, it wasn't 20 years. 76 to 81.
Well,
Like 5 years, right? 6 years, something like that.
Hmm.
Doing
so
SBI, don't
okay.
math.
Okay, well, I guess American Werewolf it's still That was one of the best werewolf transition scenes I've ever
It
seen.
really was.
Yeah, it really did kind of change the whole way they did the werewolf thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Even though I have to give full credit to Lon Chaney's in
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Lon Chaney
that is
Jr.'s
this.
werewolf.
Yeah, because that is the standard by which all will be judged.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
And so for me personally, okay, so now that you got started on the werewolf thing,
Uh-oh.
I blame you. I blame you, Shrew. It's all your
all
fault.
right.
What?
Okay, so Lon Chaney Jr.'s werewolf is the werewolf movie by which all others shall be judged.
Uh-huh.
American Werewolf in London had probably one of the best transformations from human to werewolf put on film. Totally agree there. Now, what I'm going to say next is controversial. The
Mm,
Howling movies are not werewolf movies.
okay.
Really?
Yeah, I
I'm
do
sure
not
he has
consider them
something to
werewolf
support
movies.
this.
I'm going to
What's
listen
that?
to it. Of course he
No,
does.
yeah, because, well, for one, I mean, the transformations were great, and, you know, Sybil Danning made them worth watching. Um, but I don't
Sybil
really
Dan?
consider them, huh?
Sybil Danning was an American Werewolf in London?
No,
No,
she
no,
was
Was
no.
it
in the
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 Howling?
Howling
Howling.
franchise.
Yeah.
She was in the Howling franchise. No,
Yeah.
and I'm saying Sybil Danning made them worth watching, just saying.
I don't know.
But
I like Jay
I did,
Wallace.
yeah, see, because of the way um, the the whole thing was portrayed and everything, the way they did the movies, I do not consider them werewolf movies. I consider them horror movies, but not werewolf
Fair
movies.
enough.
So that's my
Uh,
that's my take. So when it comes to judging werewolf movies, I take the Howling completely out because they're not werewolf movies. So I do not add them
they're
to
kind of cult
the list of
movies.
really good werewolf movies. Same way with that one. What was that one werewolf movie? Had the guy from Little House on the Prairie on it.
I was a teenage
It wasn't.
werewolf.
Yeah, it's a werewolf movie, but it's not a good
Not
All right.
werewolf.
Where
really.
would you put Wolf with Jack Nicholson?
Ooh.
Mm,
I
that's
actually
hard.
like
That's
that
hard.
movie.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that the movie was not good. I mean, and so because I don't, it doesn't mean I don't like the Howling movies. I just don't consider them werewolf movies.
Right.
Um, I don't know. That one probably.
To me, it was a crappy movie. Other than the fact Jack Nicholson, he was so fantastic with
Yes.
the way he portrayed a werewolf per a person afflicted with lycanthropy without having to change. Like when he pissed on the guy
Yeah,
in the
Yeah.
bathroom, he was
yeah,
marking
Yeah.
that
his
was funny.
territory.
Oh yeah.
He brought he
He was
brought
large and
something.
in charge.
It was a movie that Jack Nicholson couldn't save. I'll say that. But he was the best part of the movie. I would see. I don't know.
I wasn't crazy about Michelle Pfeiffer or her character in it, but I
No,
liked everybody else.
and I'm a big Michelle Pfeiffer fan, but she did quite a few movies where she didn't shine.
I mean, I
Right.
like Lady Hawk, but anybody could have played her role. So
Yeah, exactly. Um, I don't know. I put that pretty far down on the list.
I Am Legend, I thought sucked. Omega Man was decent.
yeah, it was. So was oh my god, I started to say Richard Pryor, Vincent Price, the his version of Omega Man. It was black and white. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, you can actually
Last Man
watch
on
it on.
Earth.
Yeah, you can actually watch it on YouTube for free.
Yeah, a lot of those old movies are out of the copyright to me.
Well, I think Vincent Price's Pit in the Pendulum was probably one of his best movies he ever did.
Okay.
Man, I remember staying up late watching that on TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
Vincent Price was so drastically underproduced as an actor.
Yeah, not only that, but um, there will
Underrated.
never be another Vincent Price. There's
No.
nobody that could ever replace him. And even
Uh,
in his later years, when he did
Yeah.
that one stupid vampire movie with the
Which
kid,
I
oh
don't.
yeah.
What movie? Help me out.
trying to remember it.
Because I'll watch a vampire movie, man. You know what? I'll Google it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
I'll Google it
but
later.
so yeah, Vincent Price. There's never going to be a replacement for him. It's just
No.
Well,
nobody will ever be able to
if
catch him.
you like Vincent Price, pick up his old radio shows, like when he was doing The Saint.
Yeah, see, that's where I. Yeah,
Oh my
see,
god.
that's where I first heard of. Got really familiar with Vincent Price with some of his older radio shows and stuff.
But yeah, he did a fantastic The Saint.
Anything he does is fantastic. Even if it's a shitty movie, just having him in it made it better.
Yeah,
So uh, now, The Mask of the Red Death in 1964 with Vincent Price. I've never watched it as an adult because it weirded me out so much as a kid. I'm looking at all of his movies. And yeah, that was one I just did not like. I mean, it just weirded me out so much as a kid.
Oh.
But
Ah, crap. My phone's ringing. Be right back.
anyway, uh, what was because see the last movie that they're showing here for I mean is on the listing of his movies is Edward Scissorhands.
yeah.
Uh, let's see, The Fly, Last Man on Earth,
The
Pit and the
Fly.
Pendulum.
See, when you talk about movies, I remember some friends of mine, right? Our parents had gone out for the evening and they left all his kids at home. And so we had decided we were going to watch The Fly, right? Friday Night Frights.
Right.
And so we, watching The Fly, right? The original Fly. And I got to tell you, we were all freaked out and it took us a long time to get to sleep. That movie is awesome.
Okay. Let me go.
Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine, and
Yeah.
Dr. Goldfoot and the Girl Bombs.
Oh, Dr. Goldfoot and the Girl Bombs. That's a classic.
1960s movies.
Yeah. No, Dr. Goldfoot, yeah, those were classics. They're not good movies. Don't get me wrong. They are classics. They're something you need to watch.
I think I know what movie you're talking about. With
What's that?
I think I know what movie you're talking about. The vampire movie.
Yeah, it was like Fright Night or something.
Fright Night. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the original one.
Yeah,
I was
see,
just
that's the
went to.
problem. It's,
I wasn't Fright. I saw Fright Night,
oh, you
and
know what? That wasn't Vince Price, was it?
no, I don't think it was.
That was somebody else. Yeah. So
Okay.
another one of those aging actors, horror film actors.
That was oh, that the English guy.
Yeah. Um,
Oh my
He
god.
was in
was that
Roddy
Hero 2 or
McDowell.
something?
Roddy
Yeah,
McDowell.
Roddy
Oh,
McDowell.
okay. And I like him.
Yeah. I
There we
stand
go.
corrected.
There we go. Now I no, I did not look that up. That just came to my memory.
Okay.
You're right, Duck Dog. I wish I could grow that pencil thin mustache that Price had and have it look that good.
Right? He's the only
Yeah.
person that can get away with that shit, I swear.
Yeah,
Well, back then that was the style because Clark Gable and a lot of other people had those pencil thin mustaches like that.
yeah.
Okay, Clark gave on me, but honestly, Vincent Price wore it best.
He did. I agree. But you know what other series of
But
movies that you can't be a serious movie watcher unless you've seen them, and that's the James Colburn movies, Our Man Flint,
I
the
haven't
Flint
seen.
series
yes,
movies.
yes, and
Because there was Our Man Flint, In Like Flint.
and an amazing spin-off of the James Bond movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they were in response to all the James Bond movies,
That was when men
but
looked like men.
and acted like men. Yes, James
Uh huh.
Colburn was not. James Colburn was
He was no sissy.
um, at that time he was the man's man, right?
He wasn't no vegan.
Yeah, he wasn't a pretty boy.
My the now I'm going another actor same time frame was in uh Roadhouse.
Actor or actress? What?
You talking
Actor.
about Sam Elliott?
Yes. Sam Elliott and James Coburn, you know, those were two of my favorite actors when they were a lot younger and
Uh
putting
huh.
out movies. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sam Elliott didn't get famous till he got a little bit older and started making all those westerns.
well, he
Okay.
did have the look for the Western.
Yes, he did.
And the voice.
Yeah,
Ah. I think I'm more impressed that he's been married like a million years to the same person.
yeah, that is very true as well.
But okay, well, I need to end the stream.
No.
No, but
Don't
I
let the sun go down on
do.
me.
Okay. Any last words of wisdom here?
I might have had the long COVID, but you can't kill this bitch. And that's it.
Yeah, I would say my only words of wisdom are this: all men are created equal, but only a few can be sailors.
Wow. That was horrible.
Okay. Ladies and gents, we will get back with everyone later on. Everyone have a good one. Enjoy.
Bye bye.
Have a lot of fun, but save some of that fun for getting out of the trouble you got into having the fun to start with.
I'm not gonna say it. Good girl.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.